I think the world that I would love to see is you have companies that maybe do something that's necessary, that's not planet positive, but they can move their business model in a way that becomes more positive and get accepted again by investors and by pension funds. Do you think that that will happen?
Totally. And I think we will see some fossil fuel companies reduce their emissions in some ways and shift to clean energy, investing in innovation, and they'll transform their business models. I mean, we're seeing some also selling off some of their worst polluting assets. It's important that we get to impact transparency because if a private equity firm pays $5 billion for some of BP's high pollution assets, it too needs to have its impact measured. And you know what's happening, Daniel? People are talking of a carbon tax. That's going to be the future of fair taxation. We're going to be taxing those companies that create damage for the damage they create instead of taxing everyone for the damage created by some. Like the numbers I gave you in the Harvard Business School data, two-thirds of companies actually capable of getting to a positive environmental impact, or at least zero negative environmental impact, because they are delivering 25% or less in damage of their profits each year. So the picture is not as bleak as people think, but obviously some industries, the cement industry, the electricity generation industry, the fossil fuel industry, by their nature, generate a lot of pollution. And I think what's going to happen is investors will support and engage with those who want to transition to a clean model. But they're going to leave behind those that refuse to see the new reality and want to continue to pollute like they always did.
Yeah. That's the world I would like to see because it just seems like so far the conversation has been around like these are bad. They can't become good. They can't do any good. And I think, no, it's all a spectrum. And companies that want to engage, want to improve, want to be the company of the way forward should obviously get capital, get support.
Now, this is a transition which is going to be like the introduction of the microchip and technology. It's taken 40 years, and we're going to see a huge transition, maybe not as long as 40 years, but 20 or 30 years for companies to transition to these new models. But what's going to drive them is the disruption of innovative young entrepreneurs.